We got to show Jared the over the top rope show. So here's what I'm doing.
What it do, wrestling world? Welcome to Over the Top Rope Wrestling Show. It's your boy, Mr. Steel, your dear. And you already know I'm joined by my brother from another only, Tantalizing. Our brother, what's going on?
I am, once again, as you well know, the leader of the Nation Tantalization. That's right. The one and only YouTube champion. The one and only TWF World Heavyweight Champion. That's right. And we're here on a Saturday talking about what we love best. Professional wrestling / sports entertainment.
That is correct. Oh, haven't heard from you in a minute. How have you been?
Well, there was a little glitch in the matrix, as they call it. I was not missing in action, but Monday I had a stream going on. Supposed to have a stream for Monday Night Raw, and I had a blood clot issue in my leg, so I just didn't have time to tell people I wasn't coming on. So I was missing action for a while. Little bumps in the road when you're in recovery from certain things. But I'm good. I'm fine. I couldn't travel to Orlando yesterday for Lester's show, Local Pro Wrestling, because I wasn't cleared to fly. So I literally, for once, was not medically clear. So legitimately.
Yes, indeed.
But I'm doing good. I'm glad to see you, my bro.
Hey, man, miss you, bro. Miss you, man. I'm glad you're doing all right. Like I told you when I texted you, and glad you're doing better.
Yeah, and my apologies to anybody I'm making it back to. I'm really like foggy headed lately because of the medication I'm on. So it's like takes me a minute to get my wheels rolling. My friend Jen will probably say it's old age, but I'm not that old because I've got the guns right here, as you can see.
Yes, indeed. My brother, let's get into it. Let's start off the news that came out yesterday, and we're talking about the releases, WWE. Guess we can expect this every quarter of the year, pretty much now. Um, I was expecting it. I didn't think it would happen again, but silly me. But just to go over a couple people that were let go: Dakota Kai, Malcolm Bivens, Dexter Loomis, um,
Holland.
Mr. Harlan, um, Paige Prince of Valley, if I said it correct.
Yeah, she'd have a picture with
We have
also Persia Perotta, whatever her name is.
Persia Parada, Vish Kanya, Draco Anthony, Raylan Devine, and Mila Milani, to name all of the releases.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you start this off about your feelings and everything about it.
This is the main one right here, Dakota Kai. Here we are once again in this time of the year, everybody, where during another quarter, somebody's getting released. Not somebody, 9, 10 people. I understand some of it. And once again, as we well know, it's a business. But Dakota Kai, who has jumped over every hurdle ever since she debuted at the Mae Young Classic about 5, 6, maybe 6 years ago.
Yeah.
How do you not give this woman a world title, at least an NXT title? She paid her dues. She got injured. Forgive me, guys. She got injured, came back from injury, helped Raquel Rodriguez / Gonzalez get to where she was, and now it's just she's gone. I don't know what to say. You can't get mad at this point anymore because what can you do? It's going to happen. I wish I knew the reasons behind it. We don't, but future endeavored. See you later.
Let's stick with Dakota Kai. Hey Craig, how you doing? He wasn't in a feud with Raquel. They had recently regained the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. They about a month ago, and they lost them. So they at NXT Stand and Deliver, they regained the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. Or that's when they regained them because I was there. They won the belts there. Then
Raquel,
a couple days,
let me get this right. Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai got back together.
They got back together. Yes,
I didn't even know this part.
it was crazy because like 2 weeks before they were fighting each other, and then I guess they both were in the ring fighting Toxic Attraction, and they turned and they jumped each other. And then NXT Stand and Deliver, the kickoff show, they beat JC Jane and Gigi to get the titles for the second time. But then
I didn't know that at all.
And then that Tuesday, they lost the belts again. They lost the belts. Dakota Kai and Raquel, who is now Raquel Rodriguez, they have the shortest time span as NXT Women's Champions of all time. It's pretty much just really 2 days and about an hour, if you want to go that far with it.
Because the night they got them, they lost them.
Yes, the first time, correct. So let's stick with Dakota Kai right quick as she is being released. So I got some news on why she was released.
Oh.
So Dakota Kai had tryouts on SmackDown and Raw. And there was one guy that sat there and said, I'm not bringing her up to the main roster. And that was Vince McMahon.
What?
Yes, Vince McMahon. McMahon didn't see star in Dakota Kai. So here she is, still on NXT when everybody else has gotten moved up from Raquel to Tegan Knox to Shotzi. That's just naming a few. Raquel probably is the longest NXT member that was still there. So she's not being moved up. She's saying no at these tryouts. What's next for Dakota Kai at NXT? They didn't have anything for her. Nothing at all. And none of that is her fault. Not at all. Dakota Kai should have been challenging for the NXT Women's Championship many a times. I think she only challenged for it once, and that was against Raquel, I believe, when Raquel was champion.
Yes.
Other than that, Dakota Kai had the NXT Women's Championships, like I said, a total of 2 days when they had it twice. But, I mean, Vince has called up so many people, and yes, he's released them. Yes, they stay backstage, don't be on TV. Why couldn't Dakota get a shot? What was his gripe by looking at Dakota and not moving her up. I mean, like you said, she's been in NXT 5-6 years. She's in her mid-30s. What else did she have left to prove on NXT?
Here's a question. You got somebody like Shanky on the roster.
Right.
No disrespect to Shanky, but come on. Shanky ain't putting no asses in the seats.
None at all.
Dakota Kai had a following.
Yes.
And as for a heel, she is a great heel.
Yes,
so you bring up Shotzi, you bring up Toni Storm, you bring up Tegan, and you don't give her a shot, there is a problem.
A huge problem. She paid her dues in NXT. I mean, I don't know what else they wanted her to do. And we wish her all the best. I mean, AEW might hop on it. Ring of Honor. Who knows? She's not going to stay out of TV for long. Somebody is going to sign Dakota Kai. Let's talk about Dexter Lumis.
And remember, she's only a 30-day. She's only
right.
30 days.
30 days. That is correct. Dexter Lumis here. And I really think they kind of dropped the ball on Dexter Lumis.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, he has a strong following, strong NXT following of fans. Everybody in that storyline with he and Indy Hartwell. And I said a long time ago that Dexter Lumis should have been feuding for the North American Championship when he had somewhat of a feud with Johnny Gargano. So now they're doing these crazy storylines with Indy and Dex and whoever the other two lovebirds are, whose names I can't even remember right now, which is sad. But here's another one that should have been at least a champion, hands down. What are your thoughts about Dexter Lumis?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. The guy's got the look. He's got everything going for him.
Yes.
You can't figure out what to do with this guy? Come on. I don't know what's going on in creative. Like I said, I understand some of the releases. You get it. But Dexter, Dakota, and Malcolm Bivens, it's a head scratcher.
Speaking of Malcolm Bivens, that is a head scratcher when he is the head guy and leader of Diamond Mine. So you give it to Malcolm Bivens, where does Diamond Mine go from here? Because isn't Creed, the tag team Creed, a part of Diamond Mine?
Yeah.
And they're getting a huge push. The girl, I can't remember her name, she's getting a push. And Roger Strong, he's there. I don't think they know what to do with Roger Strong either at this time. I don't think they know what to do. But Malcolm Bivens was the mouthpiece of this group. So do they break up Diamond Mine or keep them together? I don't know. This is another head scratcher. I have no clue. What about Harlan? Harlan was hyped up to be the next Brock Lesnar. And now there's nothing.
Bro, I can't even. The reason why I'm sitting here just flabbergasted and not saying a lot is because they let Ember Moon go. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They let Toni Storm go.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing.
Not at all. And of course, they're going to say it's budget cuts, right? That's what they're going to say.
But it's not budget cuts. We all know it's not budget cuts at this point. They're making money hand over fist. They're making so much money. It's not budget cuts. We don't know what's going on in creative, what's going on in the front office. But whatever it is, it ain't working. You had a product. You had the NXT Black and Gold product that might have been, the best product in all of wrestling.
Correct.
Those takeovers are iconic.
Yes.
And you change to this Rudy Tooty, Fresh and Fruity NXT, Disney Plus, with all these colors, Nickelodeon, and then you can't even do the right thing by the right people. Listen,
I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I mean, I don't know. It's just mind-boggling. All these releases of these good superstars. There's Persia.
Right. Here's a question. That's Draco anything. Here's a question. What happens to her? This one right here. What happens to Indy Hartwell? She's not released.
That's a good question, because think about it. The way it's been gone. The way is gone. It was her in a tag team, and then her in Index. I don't know what they're gonna do with Indy. I have no clue. They got at least I'll try to put on a push, give her a push or something. I don't know.
So you push her, but not Dakota Kai.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
Shout out to Dr. Van Death, by the way. Dr. Van Death, your shirt is in the mail. It went out today, finally. I was on back order for merch, by the way. So, God.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, he's right. It's disappointing. That's what it is. Yeah, Dr. Van Death, easily.
Yeah, it's like, what can you do with her now? She can't challenge Mandy Rose for the title.
I'm with you. I am totally with you. I don't know.
It's a head scratcher.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about this last night twice. I did a quick show, a quick video real quick, and then did it on the live stream with the for our SmackDown and Rampage. I couldn't figure out anything to put in for context to understand why they're doing this.
Yeah.
It makes 0 sense.
0 cents, period. And it's like, I'm lost. I don't know. Like I said, they say budget cuts. We know it's not that. If you're doing budget cuts by releasing all these people, why are you not bringing anyone back? That's another thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. And once again, I don't get it. But Dakota Kai, Malcolm Bivens, Dexter Loomis, the main three that I don't understand why they were released. But
well, I don't know. What can you do, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I don't know what your topics are because we didn't talk about it. I want to talk about this real quick. You got a minute?
You want to talk about Chris Van Vliet?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
He had a great interview. I want to shout him out. He had a great interview with Ember Moon. It's on YouTube. You guys should check it out. All YouTubers should promote other YouTubers. So if you got a chance to watch this, please do, because Ember Moon let us in on some real stuff that's going on backstage. I'm not going to tell you what she said, but you got to watch this. It's very in-depth, and she pulled back the curtain on why she left, because she didn't get released. She left.
Oh, but they said she got released.
You gotta see this. You gotta watch this.
Okay.
You gotta watch. I'll give you a little bit of a teaser. She was very emotional, and when she came back after her injury, after her Achilles and her elbow surgery,
right,
they made a lot of promises to her they didn't keep.
Oh, of course.
A lot. And one other thing I just want to say, and you guys will get the context of what I'm saying when you watch it. We're not in the Divas era anymore. We want to see women's wrestling. And that's what she is. She's a women's wrestler. That's all I'm going to say about that. You guys got to watch it.
Definitely. Now, let's get into this conversation. Becky Lynch, in an interview, blasted the AEW's women's division. And she was a guest on the Drew Garabo show, and this is what she said in her words, as if they're just not as good as the product on WWE. She said that I wish I could say yes, but unfortunately, I don't think they are represented the way we are. They don't get as much time as we get, and frankly, they're not as good as we are.
Woo!
We have, certainly on Raw, we have the best women's division in the world. I say that without any hesitation in my voice. We have the best women's division in the world. Tantalizing, I will let you go first.
She ain't lying. She ain't lying. If you want to go head to head with the WWE roster and even some of the women on the NXT roster and put it against AEW roster, let's go for the top women right now. Okay? You have Bianca Belair, who's a champion, and Thunder Rosa, who I love. I love Thunder Rosa. I interviewed her for my channel. When you go to an event, who will you buy a ticket to see?
I would buy tickets to see Bianca Belair.
As would 70% of wrestling fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing against Thunder Rosa, because Thunder Rosa may be a better wrestler, all-around wrestler. But the problem is she's in a company that doesn't have, and this is what I've always said, the better production value. They don't have the better marketing, which means that reflects on the people in the ring. Now, if you put Becky Lynch up against Dr. Britt Baker, that's a no-brainer. Becky Lynch is by far the better talent.
Correct.
Not that Britt Baker isn't great, because she is. But I'm sorry. You can love AEW, you're supposed to. But WWE, with all their problems and all the creative issues, they are the NFL, and AEW is the USFL. It's just the way, it's just a fact. I was at the Dynamite and the Rampage taping on Wednesday. There might have been 8,000 people in the building.
Mm-hmm.
They're not selling out big arenas. They're not. Do they have good storylines? Yes. They have good wrestling? Yes. But it is not on the level of WWE. So she's right. If you go woman for woman, they're not going to. He says Baker's better than Lynch. I agree. I don't agree with that. But if Britt Baker was that good, she'd be in WWE, bro. She'd be a woman. She'd be in WrestleMania. I don't care what anybody says. If you have not made it to WrestleMania and you're talking trash in another company, shut the F up. It's WrestleMania, bro. It's the big time. WWE's the big time. Regardless of the problems they have, WWE's the big time. No woman can compare to Natalya, to Bianca Belair, to Sasha Banks, to Naomi, believe it or not, who is just turning on. How about Liv Morgan, who has turned it up?
Yep.
These women's putting on shows, man. Not to mention, I might not like Doudrop so much, but Doudrop is a star. Regardless of that, they might market her wrong, but she's a star. You know? Charlotte Flair will run through the entire AEW Women's division in a gauntlet match. You're telling me Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair, there's a comparison there? Please. Jade Cargill has a great look. She's great. They're trained differently.
You don't think Jade Cargill is, once he smooths out everything, can be a future star, a big-time future women's star?
Of course, but you know why that is? Because one person's working with her, Daniel Bryan. And where did he get great at? He was already good, but where did he get great? in the
WWE.
WWE. Ruby Soho has a lot of stuff over the AEW wrestlers because she's more of a WWE wrestler. People that can Toni Storm, if they do it right, it should be successful. When you're in that system of WWE, it's different. Yes, they handcuff you. Yes, you have more freedom in AEW, but more freedom sometimes is not the best thing because a wrestler doesn't always know what's best to put him and his opponent over. Your thoughts?
My thoughts. Number one, Becky Lynch is telling the goddamn truth. there's no fiction being told in this one. This is 100% correct. Thank you, sir. 100% correct. And when you think of the top women wrestlers in the world, okay, you're not thinking at AEW, okay? You thinking of the ones you name, okay? And yeah, we can sit there and somebody can say Britt Baker. Okay. Britt Baker is the one that they put the women's division on Britt Baker's back for AEW. She got to carry it. You know why? Because Britt Baker has wrestled for a long time, and she has a beautiful, gorgeous face. She was handpicked to carry that division. But Britt Baker cannot tie Charlotte's shoes, Sasha's shoes,
What?
Becky, Bianca, Naomi, Natalia.
What?
Yeah. She can't tie none of their shoes. She's not even in competition with those ladies right now.
Next.
Now, I can say this. AEW's women's division has gotten better from when they started, but they still got a long way to go. Long way to go. I mean, you have Jay Cargill that they're trying to promote big time with this streak of 30-0 right now, and who is still green as hell. Still green as hell. You can see the athletic ability. You can see like, hey, she could be a star. She still got a lot of work to do. But other than that, Jade and Britt, who else on that roster can you like say, hey, they top notch? We could say Ruby Soho, but guess what? They don't use Ruby Soho correctly. She don't even know what's her role at AEW is. And when Becky's saying, they're not used the right way or they're not given as much time as they are, think about it. The women in WWE, they get to do promos in the ring, backstage, and get to wrestle in the ring. It might be a 2-minute match, but they're being used in different ways. You go to AEW, man, you might see Britt Baker one day and might not see another 2 weeks. Same with Cargill and other women wrestlers that they have. So everything Becky Lynch said was correct. No lies about it.
Really quick, if you were to do a Survivor Series 5-on-5 and you put Bianca, Becky, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Bayley as their top 5, and then you put Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa, Jade Cargill. Oh, wait, I can't name 2 more AEW wrestlers. I didn't want to say Ruby Soho or Toni Storm because I want to see if I could get somebody else. Okay, Nyla Rose and
Tay Conti?
Tay Conti. Oh no, Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter. Okay.
What?
It's comparison.
Listen to the 5. Listen to the 5 WWE stars: Bianca, Charlotte, Becky, Bayley.
Mm-hmm.
Who that say? Who that miss?
It don't matter who else. They already lost. It doesn't even matter.
Exactly. You could go 4 horsewomen. You could go Bayley, Sasha, Becky, Charlotte versus Britt, her 2 jabronettes, Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, Jade Cargill. Come on, man. Come on.
No comparison. You could even put Ronda Rousey in there.
You could put Ronda Rousey in against a whole damn division. And I'm not a Rousey fan. But one thing Rousey has is she got that WWE gravitas. But not to mention, what if you put Asuka in there?
Yes.
Come on. Asuka hasn't wrestled in almost a year and a half. Name somebody in the AEW roster bigger than Asuka.
Not one.
And she hasn't touched her, she haven't laced her boots.
Not Hikaru Shida. Nope.
Right.
None of them.
None of them. Are they good wrestlers? Are they great wrestlers? Yes. Star Power. Star Power. Where is that thing? Here it is. No. So Becky's right.
Becky is 100% right. Yes, sir. Now, there was a report that came out that WWE and the USA Network were thinking about moving Raw off of Monday night due to not wanting to compete with NFL Monday Night Football. I'm gonna go first on this one. You can go after. Number one, to me, that would be a bad move. You've been on Monday for over 20 plus years, and to me, it's tradition now. It's tradition. Monday Night Raw. Why would you want to move Monday Night Raw to Tuesday? I am in total disagreement with it, and it needs to stay right where it's at. They need to find out a way to get more viewers, like back in the Attitude Era when they was over 5-point-something million every Monday. That's what they need to figure out to do instead of trying to run to another day and say that competition from the NFL is what's hurting them. What are your thoughts?
More importantly, here's my thought. Dr. Van Dek just put a quote up there. He says 0.11K until I get to 4K. That being said, Jared, congratulations on 5K, on 5,000 subscribers. On 5,000. I didn't get to tell you on air. So congrats, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I'm gonna make this quick. I know I'm long-winded, but here we go. I'm an original from the Monday Night Raw fans.
That's right.
From Manhattan. From 93. You're looking at a guy who used to run up the stairs 10 flights to get a seat. It was a $20 ticket, a $15 ticket. It was first come, first serve. We'd be outside from 5 in the morning in the cold until they'd open the doors at 6:30 at night.
Wow.
12 plus hours outside freezing in New York in the winter. Monday nights, there's two things that happen on Monday nights. Monday Night Football and Monday Night Raw. End of story. That's it.
That's it. Plain and simple. Keep the show.
It's not Raw. It's not Raw. It's not Monday. Welcome to Wednesday Night Raw. Get the hell out of here.
No. Now,
they're right. Everybody's trying to chat about the 3 hours. That's the problem. That's where the ratings have suffered. When I have to get set for my Monday night stream, I start my stream at 7:30. I go to 11:15. I have to talk about what it's torture.
Mm-hmm.
It's like watching paint dry. Go to 2 hours.
A lot of people are in agreement with wanting to go to 2 hours. I'm different, only because I look at it as, I get to watch more. But what Craig said, right? What Craig just said, I'm about to tell you, because I'm getting more hours to watch a wrestling show. That's me. But Craig is right. Quality, not quantity. He is totally correct.
Stephen Chambers said it up top.
Yep.
Watching an hour of commercials.
Yep. Totally correct. No disagreement with that. Now, we're going to move to our last topic of the show today, everybody. And kind of got me like, what's really, really going on? And I kind of asked the question to myself earlier in the month after WrestleMania, pretty much. So, Roman came out on the SmackDown and said he wants his cousins to have both tag team belts. We saw the Street Profits kind of get involved. Well, the match was still set for WrestleMania Backlash. Usos versus RK Bro. SmackDown last night, everything got changed up. Now it's the bloodline, Roman and the Usos against Drew McIntyre and RK Bro. I'm going to let you go first. My question is, what happened to the storyline of unifying the tag team belts?
So last night on the Tantalizing Tony show, please subscribe. Richie, Ravishing Triple R, Ravishing Ricky Ramone said he believes that when they announced the stipulations for the match, that all the titles will be on the line in the sixth man. So we got to realize this. Roman's hurt.
Yeah.
Roman's not 100%. This is the way to defend the title and still protect his arm. Not even be involved in the finish and still hold his title and the Usos unify the tag titles. I think what will happen, just Richie said. Richie says that Adam Pearce will announce that this is now an undisputed WWE Universal / Tag Team Title Unification match. Whoever wins, no matter what team wins, that team gets all the titles.
Do you think Roman's belt will be on the line also?
Yes. Okay. All titles.
All titles.
Yes. All titles. That way you give Drew a heavyweight title match, which makes you think, hey, Drew's back in the title picture, which he will be for a while.
Definitely.
And then you give the unification to the Usos. They hold all the gold. Listen.
I like that idea.
That's Richie. Shout out to Richie Ramone, Ravishing Ricky Ramone, because he's the one that said it.
Good deal, Ricky. Good deal. I'm just kind of stuck on the fact of the Street Profits were involved in this storyline some type of way. And will they still try to interfere? That's where I'm at with it, because you brought them into this. They have a win over RK Bro. They interfered in the promo. So that's where I'm at. Will the Street Profits still be part of this storyline? I guess it's just wait and see game.
I think if they are part of the storyline, they interfere and they help the Usos win somehow. I think we're going to see the Street Profits go heel pretty soon. I think the plan
is
to turn them heel so that they can split Montez and Angelo up and get Montez on his path to singles wrestler. And I think that's going to get Bianca to turn heel somewhere down the road too. So I know I'm going ahead of time, but I've been booking this for a while so that Rhea Ripley can get the title, and then they turn Bianca as well. I think that's what's going to happen. I just see it. I see it happening where they're going to put the rocket ship on Montez Ford's back. That guy's got it all.
They got it. They got to eventually. I'm right there with you, with Rhea Ripley being the one to defeat Bianca Belair. Probably at SummerSlam. Yeah, SummerSlam.
In Nashville. Where Bianca's from, Tennessee. She's gonna lose. That's how they're gonna do it, bro. You know Vince loves that. He does it to Sasha. He does it to Charlotte. He does to Bayley. She's gonna lose at home. That's how you do it.
Yes, indeed. No, Jeremiah, he didn't go live early. We just did our show that we usually do, me and Tantalizing Tony.
The weekend show, Over the Top Rope Wrestling.
That's right. Yes, indeed. everybody that's been with us on this show today, thank y'all. If you're a subscriber to Tantalizing Tony, subscribe to my page, Mr. Steal Your Dibs. If you're a subscriber of mine, subscribe to Tantalizing Tony's page. All right, please do. We totally appreciate it. We wouldn't
I
be
gotta
here.
catch him. He's at 5,000. I'm only at 4, almost to 4. I gotta catch this guy. He's pulling away.
Oh man, yes indeed. Just to let y'all know, we are not in competition with one another. We're not. Trust me.
No, that's not true. I'm in competition with him. He's not in competition with me. Nah, I'm joking.
You stupid. But without you subscribers, man, this is not possible. We thank each and every one of you. Thank you. So next week.
Yeah. Yes. So, and next week is WrestleMania Backlash.
Correct.
I'll let you guys, because I may be going to Rhode Island. I have to get cleared to travel. So, but the plan was to go. Also, SmackDown Friday in Long Island, New York. The plan was to go. Everything depends on travel and doctor clearance.
Well, I will pray that you are able to go, my brother. Most definitely.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That's my brother from another, the one, the only, the leader of the nation of tantalization, Tantalizing Tony. I'm your boy, Mr. Steal Your Dibs. Until next week, peace.
Stay tantalizing.